Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the award ceremony here at the Electrek Formula Sun Grand Prix. We will get started here in just a couple of minutes. To start, I'd like to say a big thank you to all of the sponsors of the Electrek Formula Sun Grand Prix 2024, starting, of course, with our title sponsor, Electrek. I'd also like to thank Altair. Tonight, Altair will be giving out their award for the winner of the Altair Challenge, which includes a $10,000 sponsorship from Altair. Bridgestone, of course, who is sponsoring our display day tomorrow. Our additional sponsors, MathWorks, NEW, Electrek, IO6, who will be doing the tracking for the American Solar Challenge. Generac, Suncat Solar, NCM Motorsports Park, our host here. Tesla, Soulcast, along with Evan, Caterpillar, Stewart, Quality Logo Products, Casper, and Optivolt.
We have some things that were in the lost and found.
So while we are waiting to get started here, I want to show you all of the teams that we had on the track today. We had 25 teams on the track today, so we have pictures of all of them if you haven't seen them on social media or on one of our other live streams. We'll start with our MOV class. 828 App State, I believe, completed the most laps on the track. 55 Poly Montreal in their two-seater MOV. All of our MOVs that made on the track this year were two-seaters. Next up, number 9, the car from Iowa State. Number 35 from the University of Minnesota. And number 4 from MIT. MIT got on the track today and was our 5th MOV on the track. And we will show you the SOV cars momentarily. We had 20 cars on the track this year from the SOV class. Let's start with number 608, Wisconsin. Number 24 from the University of Waterloo. Number 21 from Virginia Tech. Number 87, the University of Virginia. Number 26, the University of British Columbia. Number 32 from Principia College. Number 1 from Purdue. Number 16 from Stanford University. Number 786 from Western Michigan. Number 12 from Texas A&M. And the next 10 of our single occupant vehicles that got on the track this year are the number 614 car from Ohio State, number 6 from Berkeley, number 7 from Dalhousie, number 92 from ETS, number 5 from the University of Florida, number 79 from Florida Polytechnic, number 22 from the University of Illinois, number 17 from Illinois State University, and number 2 from the University of Michigan, and last but not least, number 406 from Montana State University. So 25 cars on the track was great to see this year. That is a lot for an FSGP, and we're excited to see which teams did enough to qualify for the road for the American Solar Challenge momentarily during our award ceremony, which we're just about ready to start.
Okay, everybody, are we ready for the last FSGP, Electrek FSGP roll call? So this means you have your sponsors here. You have the news crew here. I need to hear the best cheer of your life, okay? I'm not understanding this one. Okay, guys, we're gonna start this off. Team number 1, Purdue. Team number 2, Michigan. No, sorry. Team number 4, MIT. That was awesome! Okay, let's all be quiet so we can hear the cheers, okay? Ready? So, team number 5, University of Florida.
All right, ready? 2 bids, 4 bids, 6 bids, $1. All for the Gators, stand up and holler!
Team number 6, UC Berkeley. Team number 7, Dalhousie. Team number 8, UT Austin. Team number 9, Iowa State. Team number 12, Texas A&M. the wrong school. Team number 16, Stanford. Womp womp. Did Stanford leave? Okay. Team number 17, Illinois State University. Team number 21, Virginia Tech. Team number 22, Illinois. Team number 24, Waterloo. Team number 26, British Columbia. Team number 32, Principia. Team number 35, Minnesota. Team number 49 for Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer. A hell of an engineer. And like the jolly good fellows, I drink my whiskey clear. I'm a rambling, gambling, hell of an engineer. Hey, what's the number?
We got a good song there. That was good. Okay, so team number 55, Polytechnic Montreal. Wait, guys. Can we do that one more time with the whole group because it's the best cheer? Ready? Team number 55, Polytechnic Montreal. Team number 79, Florida Polytechnic. Team number 87, Virginia. Rip, womp, womp. Okay. Okay, team number 92, ETS. Team number 96, Western Ontario. Team number 116, McMaster. Team number 406, Montana State. Team number 505, Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw! It's Kennesaw!
It only took me a week to still pronounce it wrong. Okay, so 608, Wisconsin. Team number 614, Ohio State. I'm sorry, I mispronounced your name. It's the Ohio State. Sorry. Okay. Team number 777, U of P.
Son Pacífico, ¿qué pasa? ¡Oh,
Western. Western Michigan University.
Sun Seeker!
786! S-U-N! Sun, sun, sun! Goodness gracious, great balls of fire!
And last but not least, 828 App State.
3, 2, 1.
Abstain! 828! Abstain! 828!
You almost got the whole crowd there. That was good. Okay, guys, we're going to head on over to the award ceremony. Congratulations on the last roll call. That was fantastic.
Congratulations on a great week. Thank you for coming out for the Electrek Formula Sun Grand Prix 2024. It's really more than we could have ever hoped for. 32 solar cars here to go through scrutineering and attempt to get on this track, which is a new record for us as an organization, Innovators Educational Foundation, since we took over the events to keep them going 15 years ago. Thank you for being part of a record-setting year. It is literally a like 50% improvement over the previous record, so it's quite the honor to be standing here and seeing how much this has grown from when me and Dan Eberly and our individual Paul Hertz start IEF 15 years ago, when it looked like this was all going to go away, stood up a nonprofit to keep this going, and so it is an honor to be standing here and seeing how far this has come over the last 15 years, and I'm excited to see where it's going to go in the next 15 years and beyond. And so in addition to recognizing the 15th anniversary for us, there's also some individuals I want to introduce that were part of really getting a lot of the solar car racing started all together. So 40 years ago, there was a group of students that got together and decided, we're going to take a solar car across the U.S. in something called the Trans-American Solar Auto Run, I believe was the name. And so I'm going to bring up Art Boyd and some of the other gentlemen that went on that trip, and they're going to share it. They're going to introduce themselves, and then they're going to share a few words about what that experience was like and what it was like coming back here 40 years later and getting to see all of you today working through the process with your solar cars, taking the track, etc. I've worked with Art before. He's been a part of event staff and jury with us before. Chris will be serving on jury with us as well. And so Art, it's great to see you. It's great to meet all the rest of you today. And take it away. Congratulations, 40 years later.
Thanks, Gal, and thank you guys, all of you. We've really enjoyed watching the cars run around the track today, and we'll be there to see you off day after tomorrow as well. I'd like to introduce Steve Tipton, who was, at the time we conceived the project, he was a ranked motocross amateur racer. Chris Kallenbach conceived and put the team together and then financed the entire construction of the vehicle and the trip itself. And as a successful entrepreneur, he applied his knowledge and got a group of us together to make it all happen. Greg Brockman was an educator at the time and was one of the 4 drivers of the vehicle. So, 3 days and 40 years ago, the 4 of us were standing in San Diego on the beach, filling a water bottle with Pacific Ocean water. 45 days later, in Jacksonville Beach, Jacksonville, Florida, we poured that water into the Atlantic. The car was pretty crude by today's standard. It's crude by any standards. We had a half-horse, 90-volt brushed DC motor, no motor controller, but we had a series of switches on the left shoulder that you could set 12, 124, 48, or 96 volts to that motor. So great speed control. No power tracker on the solar panels, but we did have state-of-the-art polycrystalline 16 40-watt panels from which we could get reliably 200 or 300 watts of power to go down the road with this long three-wheeled vehicle. The wheels were salvaged motorcycle wheels, and we used the tires that came with the salvaged wheels. Drivetrain was bicycle drivetrain. It was an adventure. After the routine of several days on the shoulder of I-10, we passed near Tacna, Arizona, and we were hit by a downburst, which is a phenomenally horizontal, straight-line wind that picked the car up, threw it in the ditch, fortunately not manned at the time, and then covered it with a couple of feet of water as part of the storm. We took the remains to Phoenix, Arizona, found a motorcycle shop that would weld the car on a weekend, got it put back together, put our spare panels on it, and took it back to the place where we got off the road. First take a long time. The first car to go across took 63 days in 1903. The first airplane took 126 days. They'd fly for a while, crash, rebuild the airplane, fly for... Does that sound familiar to any of you guys? And CD radios at the time were a big deal. We had passed by a number of trucks, and the response at the beginning of the trip was always the same. What the explicative deleted is that thing? And they were very creative in figuring out what it might be. By the time we got near the end of the trip, we were gratified that somebody would ask the question, and then another trucker would cue in and say, "That's a solar car. I saw one in Arizona about 3 weeks ago. I saw one in Texas a couple of weeks ago. They're all up and down this highway." So anyway, we are honored and privileged to be amongst you. 40 years ago, we started a cross-country trip, and we're honored to see you folks off on your cross-country trip coming up, and the adventures to follow for you over the next 40 years. Thanks for having us, and thanks for honoring us. Oh, and there is one more person we need to recognize. That gentleman in white leaning against the fence, Dan Eberly, wasn't able to go on the travel trip, but he was part of the team that put the project together. And as you know, he's been involved with solar competitions ever since that time. So he's a big part of why we're able to be here today. Thanks very much for having us.
All right. So there was this little thing, we were doing the Electrek Formula Sun Grand Prix, and then there was this thing going on the other side of HQ called the Altair Challenge that happened Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And so I'm going to bring up Corey and Eric, or whoever's speaking and presenting here. Give these guys a hand. They've been here helping you guys. All right, and the moment you've all been waiting for, the results of the Altair Challenge.
All right. Well, first of all, we appreciate you guys having us. I cannot tell you how much we truly enjoy coming here every year. We look forward to it. It's a lot of fun. You guys make it fun. To all of the volunteers and staff of Electrek Formula Sun Grand Prix, thank you. You all have been so welcoming, and it just makes it so easy for us to keep coming back. So let's give them a round of applause. We're going to keep this pretty brief. We had 14 teams participate in the challenge this year. We are incredibly pleased with that number, and hopefully we can continue to grow it in the years to come. Thanks for sticking with us. To the 14 teams that participated, thank you. the results were incredibly close. So I'll let Eric explain the challenge and we'll get started.
Okay, so for those who weren't among the 14, just to briefly outline it, you probably more so than any other competition out there understand the true meaning of light weighting. You need your vehicles to be as light as possible. Light is not going to give you a lot of power, and so you want to be as light as possible. And that's what our software is all about. It's about taking parts, making sure they're as light as possible, but as strong as possible. And that's what the challenge did. We provided those 14 teams a typical suspension, and we asked them to lightweight the upright. And quite honestly, they blew us away. They far exceeded our expectations. Corey wasn't kidding when he said it was really close. But the numbers don't lie, and we will get to those group. But we do have some honorable mentions, and my incredibly detailed piece of cardboard with my notes on it here. The first team that I'd really like to recognize, we're going to give what we're calling the Robustness Award. Their part was not the lightest, but it was by far the strongest. This thing was lighter, but it was a beast, and Florida Polytechnic, congratulations on that. We've got a digital multimeter for you. Assume that could be right. Oh, there they are, right there.
Yeah.
Now there were a number of teams. They were all in. They showed up at 9:59 on Monday morning, and they left at 8:01 on Wednesday evening. And ETS was amongst them, and we're going to give them what we're calling the Innovation Award. Their part was not the lightest, but it was a really cool design, and really impressed with it. And you'll be quite pleased to know that when we bought that, we made sure there's metric bits in there as well. Okay, the last of our honorable mention awards, before I pass the incredibly cool sheet of cardboard over to Corey, is what we're calling the Manufacturing Award. So we've asked that the part be manufacturable, not by some newer method like advanced or additive manufacturing, but by some more traditional methods. And this team really embraced that, created a really amazing design that really was far more manufacturable than all of the rest. And the University of Illinois, if you could send a representative up here, we've got a toolbox for you. So now I will pass the microphone over to Corey, who's going to read the last, or the top three. But on behalf of myself, this is my second solar challenge that I've been to. It's the first time I've had the opportunity to be here for the track days. It was amazing. You're all amazing. You did things I sure as heck don't feel that I could have done when I was in college. You're just by showing up, you're all to be commended. Really amazed with everything I saw. Give yourselves a round of applause. And let me reiterate again, the staff made this so easy for us. They just kept coming over. Is there anything we can give you, anything you need? They are amazing, and please, I know, one more round of applause for the staff. They are incredible.
All right. I have one more honorable mention. I just want to give a shout out to Tufts University. If you're here, they didn't have a car with them today on track, but they still had the kahoonies to participate in the Altair challenge. And I really appreciate that. So shout out to you guys if you're here. All right. So we've got 3 prizes for the top 3. I'm going to go ahead and announce them in the order of second and then third. So second place will get their choice of either a vacuum pump. It's a 1.5 horsepower, 14.5 CFM vacuum pump. So plenty of power to pull vacuum on the side of the road. And the second prize is a Milwaukee cordless soldering kit. So third place will get whichever second does not want. So, without further ado, second place. Again, this was incredibly close. Second place goes to the University of Michigan. So you guys can come pick your prize.
This was one of the groups that was there the entire time.
Yeah, so Eric was just saying Michigan here was there from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. every day, never took their butts out of the seats. So, kudos.
What should we got? We'll take a bigger one. Well done. That's your tail. All right.
Which means third place will get this Milwaukee cordless soldering kit. And third place goes to the University of Minnesota. So for the big check here, $10,000 cash. Check. With a weight reduction of 85.84%. The grand prize goes to the University of Florida. Congratulations, go Gator. So I'll hand it back to you, Gail.
All right. Now I'm going to bring up somebody who you've been working with the past 3 days in timing and scoring, our head timekeeper, Evan, and then whoever else Evan wants to bring up to go through the awards.
We're going to start this off with the Fast Lap Awards for this track, and I'm going to hand the mic over to Ryan for that one.
All right. So you don't get $10,000 for this, but you do get a cool little Hot Wheels car. Okay, we have two different classes, MOV and SOV. So for the MOV class, with a time of 4 minutes 38 seconds. That's an average speed of 40.8 miles per hour. From Team 9, Iowa State, I need Logan Staubus.
We're going to get Logan.
All right, now for the single occupant vehicles. With a time of 4 minutes, 21 seconds. Average speed of 43.4 miles per hour. From number 6, Cal Sol, I need Jaewon Huang.
Okay, I guess, we'll start off with the MOV class. And in this class, our third place team with 158 laps, that's 497.7 miles. They had a speed D-rate factor of 1, completion factor of 78.22%, person mile distance of 1,001.7 miles, and external energy usage of 38.868 kilowatt hours, a final score of 20.159. Give it up to Team 35, Minnesota. Congratulations.
Over here.
You get a car as well. They also. Fox. Okay, next, in second place with 201 laps, 633.15 miles, a speed D-rate factor of 1, completion factor of 99.5%, person mile distance of 1,272.6 miles, and external energy usage of 34.659 kilowatt hours, a final score of 36.534. Give it up to team number 828, App State. All right. In first place, with 165 laps completed, 519.75 miles, speed D-rate of 0.951, completion factor of 81.68%, and person mile distance of 1,045.8 miles that only use 9.17 kilowatt hours, barely over the capacity of their battery pack. We have a final score of 88.574, Poly Montreal. All right, we're going to move on to our single occupant vehicle class. Let's see. In third place, with 149 laps or 469.315 miles, give it up to team number 17, Illinois State University.
Walk faster.
Redbirds.
Check here. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
And in second place, with 189 laps, 595.35 miles, team number 32, Principia.
Thank you.
And finally, in first place, with 215 laps, that's 677.25 miles, team number 92, ETS.
Good job, guys.
Good day for Canada. I guess just as team coordinator as well as head timekeeper, it's just so awesome to see so many teams and so many people make it to this event, so many people out on the track driving today. Every team that passed scrutineering was out there at one point or another. It's just really awesome to see. Keep it up, and looking forward to ASC and looking forward to future events.
All right, we know that you guys need to get out of here in less than an hour, so we're going to wrap up with a few quick announcements. As a reminder, the display day, the Bridgestone Display Day in Nashville, Tennessee at the Adventure Science Center. So the public display part happens at noon. We're going to be doing registration of team members that are coming in for the Electrek American Solar Challenge starting at 9. At 9 is when you can start arriving with your trucks and trailers. As you noted in the route book and the maps that were sent out, the truck and trailers are going to be parking in the grass, and then you're going to be unloading into the paved display area. So very important that we get the truck and trailers in before we start getting too many of the solar cars out. Otherwise, we're going to be into a little bit of a logistical nightmare. The team meeting is at 10 a.m., followed by the panel that Jason went over about more this morning, is going to be happening at 11. We're looking for 2 to 3 representatives per team are welcome to attend that. If we end up with more space, we'll open that up to even more. We really, truly appreciate having you all out here. Hopefully you've had a chance to get your garage cleaned out, get the paddock space cleaned out. Let's leave this place immaculate. That is the best way that we can show our appreciation for everything the NCM Motorsports Park staff did this week for us. I don't know if any are still on site, but let's go ahead and give them a hand anyway for hosting us. As a reminder, all teams, regardless of if you are continuing on the American Solar Challenge or not, are welcome to the display day in Nashville. So we hope to see all of you down there tomorrow. And have safe travels. Finish your sweep and clean out with our staff. Check out, we got all the transponders back. I'm very happy that we are not chasing transponders at this meeting. And safe travels, and thank you so much for participating in the Electrek Formula Sun Grand Prix 2024.
Hey, real quick, to the teams that took podium places. Esteban, I love you guys, but come on, kill me here. Okay, the podium teams. I cannot do team photos